Wondering if you should upgrade to LinkedIn Premium. Hey, this is Brenda Meller. Keep watching this video, and I'm going to talk to you about the different premium options that are available. Now, full disclosure before we get started, I do not work for LinkedIn. This video is not authorized or approved or sponsored or anything like that by LinkedIn or Microsoft. I am just a passionate coach who helps people use LinkedIn, and I want to make sure that you're getting the best value for your money. So that said, let me share my screen and we're going to look at a few items together. Starting with, you may notice that LinkedIn really pushes its premium product, and they're a business. You can't fault them, right? And if you even go to the landing page, it says the smarter way to advance your career in business. And I think the word premium, when they talk about LinkedIn Premium, was created by a marketer. I'm a marketer, so I can say this. And premium makes it sound like you're getting a better version of LinkedIn, right? Instead, I want you to think about calling the word premium paid. So it's LinkedIn paid versus LinkedIn free, which is what a lot of us are using. And I've used just about every level inside the premium with the exception of recruiter. So I'm going to walk you through and tell you what I know and what I would recommend to you. Now, right now, I'm using the version of LinkedIn Premium called Premium Career. And I'm in the US. The rate that I'm paying is $39.99 a month. I certainly could upgrade to annual and save a little bit of money on that. I've also been in Premium Career rather premium business, which is $69.99 per month. You're going to notice here that LinkedIn's always dangling out little specials for you. So if I wanted to upgrade, they're going to give me this for $35 for the first month. Now, let's say I wanted to look at some additional options in terms of premium. I'm going to click on explore all plans at the top. And let me just look at it. Says select two other plans. So let's say if I wanted to look at Sales Navigator and Recruiter Lite, I'm going to pick those two options. You're going to notice here it gives you the special price and then it gives you the regular price. So Sales Navigator Core would be $99.99 per year, and Recruiter Lite, gosh, it's $169, almost $170 per year. Now, Recruiter Lite is really used by people that are using LinkedIn heavily for recruiting, for talent recruitment. I'm going to assume you're not watching this video to recruit for talent, but rather to grow your business or perhaps to support your career growth. Now, the difference between career, business, and Sales Navigator Core, there's a few things. And I want you to think about every level that you're paying for, you get some additional items that are added onto it. So let me take out Recruiter Lite. And then let's look at the other two. So we can look at these three options side by side. So any of these would be paid versions of LinkedIn. I always recommend you start with the lowest version and then move up if you'd like additional features. So with the premium version, rather the career version of premium, you're going to get access to see who's viewed your profile in the last 90 days. That can be helpful, especially if you're doing prospecting and you want to see, are you bringing more of the right people to your profile? And you can also invite them to connect. I wouldn't tell them you saw that they looked at your profile because they may not know that, but instead look at their profile and put together a really thoughtful invitation there. You're going to notice here you don't get unlimited people browsing, but I'm a heavy user of LinkedIn, and there's only been a few times where I've hit that limit where it says you've hit the commercial search limit, you need to upgrade to the next level. So that's something to be aware of, but it's usually not something unless you're using LinkedIn heavily for lead generation, doing a lot of searches that you're going to hit that search limit. The other things that I like that you get access to, and they don't even detail all of these features. I have something in my career version, which is the away message. And let me just go on to LinkedIn and show you what I'm referring to here when I talk about the away message. It's very similar to an email out of office. And what happens is once you set up this away message, I'm going to click on my messaging here. You're going to notice I'm going to use my friend Mark as an example. When my first level connections, like Mark, when they send me a message, I am sending this automated, it's like an out of office, right? So it's an automated message back. It only is sent to them once per day, once per business day, and it's only sent to first level connections. I always tell people you'll get sick of this before they will, because the average person doesn't message you every single day, right? And even if Mark and I are going back and forth, he's only going to get it once today. Okay. Now you do get 300 characters in here. I always try to promote whatever it is I'm working on promoting for my business. You could certainly put a booking link in here. You can drive people back to a recent post. You can drive them to an event page like I'm doing here. So I like to use that feature because I'm paying for it with the level of premium that I have. Okay. Now, with this level of premium, you also do get the ability to add a note to every single invitation that you send out. Whereas with the free basic version, you can only send a personal note with 5 invitations per month. So that might be reason enough to get you to upgrade. Beyond that, The search limit is really what would prompt me to move up to business. I do not use email credits at all, and I'm a heavy user of LinkedIn. I'd rather connect with someone and get permission to message them than send them an email, which you know what it is? It's basically an unsolicited email through the LinkedIn messaging system. I didn't ask for it, and you're pushing something into me, right? So I don't prefer to use emails. I do prefer to connect with people to message them. Now, in between career and business, you're going to notice that career, I can see who's looked at my profile in the last 90 days. In business, I can look at in the last 365 days. But think about this. If you looked at someone's profile 6 months ago and they're just now getting around to connecting with you, you probably aren't going to remember, right? So I don't see a lot of value in that. I look at the recent views of my profile. I think those are more interesting. I'm looking inside here to see if there's anything else that's jumping out at me that I'm not really missing it. Honestly, I'm paying $40 a month instead of $70 per month, and I'm getting everything that I need. Now, I have used business before, and I have also done Sales Navigator, and I've done annual versions of both of these. Aside from the cost savings, there's not a huge reason that I see to upgrade to annual. But if you are planning on using it for the year, it is a way to save a little bit of money. You just have to pay in full at the time that you upgrade to annual and then cancel before it renews unless you want to continue with the annual. Moving up to Sales Navigator Core. Sales Navigator is actually a separate version of LinkedIn. It opens an entirely new website. And there are a lot of things that you can use inside Sales Navigator that you can't do inside LinkedIn. You get greater access to creating lead lists, both individuals and companies. You have more filters that you can use to search for organizations and individuals. And there's even certain criteria, things that they're doing in terms of their profile activities, et cetera, that can help you to really narrow down. And this is a great site to use. The Sales Navigator upgrade would be a great thing to use if you're heavily using LinkedIn for prospecting and lead generation. The one caution I would have for you is that messages that you make in with people in Sales Navigator sit inside Sales Navigator. So if you ever cancel that, they're not going to be in your messaging inbox. So I always message people inside LinkedIn, not through Sales Navigator. One thing to think about there. So there are some additional bells and whistles that you get within Sales Navigator. I typically only recommend it if you're a heavy user of LinkedIn and if you're using LinkedIn for prospecting and for lead generation. All right, so that's it. That's my walkthrough. And again, if you're thinking about upgrading to LinkedIn Premium, my recommendation is you start at the lowest level and test that out, see what the features are looking like. Not only do you get a better cost to start with, but then you also get that incentive if you do want to upgrade to the next level. LinkedIn's going to dangle that little carrot in front of you and get your first month at that upgraded level at a discounted rate. All right. I do hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please drop a comment below. And also, please follow me on LinkedIn for more updates like these. Have a great day.